What's up guys, Luke here from Luke's Points and Miles, and today we are going to talk about an airline card that, at least for me, has flown under the radar, but looking into it, this may be the best airline card available for most of us. Guys, if you are new to the channel, we talk about credit cards, cashback, points and miles, and travel. If you're interested in that sort of thing, hit that subscribe button, and if you get any value at all out of this video, please hit the like button. Okay guys, let's get straight into it today. We are going to talk about the Chase Bank United Quest card. And this is a really good card, and I hope there is some type of trend through the other credit card providers to maybe mimic or try to compete with this card. Let's go over it. First off, what is our favorite thing about credit cards? That's right, the bonus. This card comes with a 100,000 United Airline mile bonus. Now the bonus is broken up into two parts, and the first part is 80,000 miles for $5,000 spend in 3 months. Fairly standard, pretty doable. The second part of the bonus is 20,000 United Airline miles for $10,000 total spend in the first 6 months of holding the card. Now we are going to come back to that here in a little bit, and I'm going to tell you my opinion on how you should go about getting the bonus and if you should even try to get the second part. The card has a $250 annual fee, which is a premium annual fee. That's a lot of money for a credit card. Let's talk about whether that's going to be worth it. The card comes with a $125 annual United purchase credit, bringing that effective annual fee down to $125. Because let's face it, if you are not purchasing things from United Airlines, there's no reason to even be looking at this card. The second feature of the card I think is pretty interesting is after your first anniversary of holding the card, you will earn a 5,000 mile bonus after taking a reward flight. And you can get this bonus up to 2 times a year. So obviously 5,000 miles is not earth-shattering or life-changing, but it is a nice little bonus for when you do take reward flights. So what does the card earn? Now, if you have seen any of my other reviews of airline credit cards or airline co-branded credit cards, you will probably think most of them do not earn well. Most of them are terrible bonus categories and terrible bonuses. This card, not so much. This is an outlier. This is pretty good. Let's talk about it. 3 times miles on United purchases. You will not earn miles on that first $125. 2 times miles on a very broad travel category. Not a bad card so far. 2 times miles on dining. 2 times miles on streaming. So if you don't have a streaming card, here you go. 1 times miles on everything else, obviously. The card has several great powers. I won't call them superpowers, but great features. When using the card to purchase your United ticket, you and another person, one more person on your itinerary, can get their first and second bags checked free. I looked into the terms and conditions and I didn't see where this was domestic only, so this could be for international, but it is for United flights only, not partners. Either way, first and second bag free. That kind of thing adds up. The card comes with a $100 global entry / TSA pre-check credit every 4 years. Pro tip, if you are getting one of those things, go ahead and get global entry, because global entry includes TSA pre-check. The card also includes priority boarding. The card gives you 25% back on in-flight purchases. So hopefully one day flights start offering amenities, drinks, and food for purchase. This card has no foreign transaction fees. So if you are going overseas or to another country, you can bring this card and you can use it. The card has a few other features that a lot of other Chase cards have that are worth mentioning, because for some people these are fairly big deals. The card comes with a luxury hotel and resort collection. The card comes with some status bonuses from spend. I don't want to get too far into that because anyone who is interested in airline status knows that that is a rabbit hole that you can go all the way down. It's a fairly time-consuming and complicated process, but just know that there are some bonuses for spend on this card if you are a status chaser with Star Alliance or United. The card comes with trip cancellation and interruption insurance, baggage delay insurance, lost luggage reimbursement, trip delay reimbursement, auto rental collision damage waiver, purchase protection, extended warranty, and it also comes with a feature for you DoorDash people. You can get a $0 delivery fee for orders $12 and up. Let's go back to this bonus. I did watch a couple videos, and I think a couple people suggested to focus on getting the first part of the bonus, the 80,000 airline miles. I think it is a really good idea to use this card and get both bonuses, the full 100,000 mile bonus. And this is kind of my opinion on it. For those of you wondering if the second part is worth getting, I just want to remind you that in essence, on that second half, the second part of the bonus is $10,000 total for the first 6 months. So you would have to put an additional $5,000 spend on it in the first 6 months of having the card. If you are trying to figure out if that is worth it, I would just remind you that that is the equivalent of earning 7 times miles on United purchases, 6 times miles on a very broad travel category, 6 times miles on dining, 6 times miles on streaming, and 5 times miles on everything else. And I use that calculation by spending $5,000 for an additional 20,000 miles. I think it's worth it. I think this is very close to a grinder card, and it's definitely the closest thing we have to a grinder card in the airline sector. If I were to get this card, I would definitely make sure I got both bonuses. Who is this card for? I think if you fly United regularly, this is a no-brainer. You should definitely look into getting this card. If you find yourself flying United at least occasionally, I think this is definitely an option. For me, I don't think I've ever seen United as an option for any of the flights I've searched, and that's basically because of my geographical location. Most of my flights are going to be American and Delta, and that's just how it is for me. So I don't see myself getting this card. And for the other people who this might be a great card for is, even if you don't use United Airlines, United is part of the Star Alliance, and these points do go fairly far on partner awards. Just a few very interesting partners on Star Alliance, at least for me: Air Canada, ANA, Avianca, Swiss Airlines, and Turkish Airways. Those are very interesting airlines that I would be really interested in taking a ride on. So maybe this could be an option for me. I'm not currently under 524, and that brings me to my next opinion. Is this card worth a 524 slot? In my opinion, it very well could be. I think the first non-ultimate rewards card you should get is probably the Hyatt card, but I think this is up there. If I were to plan my first 5 cards ever, and I was going to go through the Chase ecosystem, I think this would very well be one of them. Guys, I also want to remind you that United Airlines has its own shopping portal. You can use that during times like this when you buy school clothes to earn tons of extra United miles. Also, if you are into cashback, you can use Rakuten as a cashback shopping portal. We do have a link below. If you use our link, you will get $30 cash back on your first purchase. And if you have stayed until the very end, guys, thanks.